Yo, what is up, guys? It is Peekaboo, the Mimic You here, and I'm giving you guys an update on our Pokemon Emerald playthrough. Basically, what happened is I bulk record every weekend just because I work full time, so I don't have time during the week to sit down and record and edit a video each day to post them daily. So what I do is just bulk record on the weekend and then just sit throughout the week and record, or just edit and post a video every night. So when I'm recording in OBS, because that's the software that I use, when I was looking over at the preview screen, everything seemed fine. There's no lag, there's no nothing. So I'm like, all right, everything's going good, and I made the 4 or 5 videos that I needed to make. Well, when I went back through to go edit one of the videos, I went to go back through and edit episode 7, and it ended up being super laggy, and I found out that was the thing for the next 4 episodes. So this video is just going to reiterate what happened in those 4 episodes, give you team updates, what badges we got, everything that we needed to get until the segue back into episode 10. So, roll the intro. Alright guys, what is up? In episode 7, we started off in Lavaridge Town, and our team recap, we have Godzilla, Donald, Sid, Sparky, Brim, and Blaze. So, we had to change up the team because, unfortunately, in the last gym battle that you guys saw in episode 6, we ended up losing Scar and Atlas, which I'm horribly sad about because I totally messed up, and I realize now that I messed up. He was actually focus punching when I thought he was biting, and so that's why with Scar I was like, sand attack will screw up your bite, that way you're not unleashing a full bite on me. But it ended up being just a focus punch, and he wrecked me, and then I just switched into a focus punch with Atlas because I thought he could take it, but obviously no. So, 2 stupid errors on my part that cost us 2 teammates, and so I just apologized for that, and I just felt really bad. So, after that, what we ended up doing is making our way down to Meteor Falls, and within that, there's just trainer battles, and our first encounter was right just before Meteor Falls, and that was a polyswine. That we caught. The only way to evolve him is level him up with knowing ancient power. So until we get ancient power, he's just gonna be kind of a viable back burner. So we made our way back into Meteor Falls. My bad. Meteor Falls, and we ended up getting the meteorite in our second encounter, which was a Chimchar that I named Nemo. And I went into, basically the whole fan theory on Nemo, which it's actually pretty interesting because Nemo means nothing in Latin. So the whole premise of finding Nemo is that it's just all in Marlin's head and he's actually finding nothing. So I thought that was interesting. So that was a good catch. So now, back to episode 8. So we made our way back up to Lavaridge Town, and that's where we ended episode 7. So episode 8, nothing really changed. We still have the same team as before: Godzilla, Donald, Sid, Sparky, Brim, and Blaze. But now we need to make our way over to Meteor Falls. Make our way back over to Mount Chimney, and that's where we're gonna battle the Maxie, the Team Magma leader. So we make our way up. There's a few Team Magma trainer battles, which totally nothing. They had crappy Pokemon. Maxie's team was a Shroomish, an Alakazam, and a Moltres. Basically everything's pretty well straightforward. After Shroomish, I used Blaze on Shroomish, and then I used Tyranitar to bite the Alakazam and Rock Slide the Moltres. So pretty well straightforward. We made our way back down the mountain, and we got a Pichu as an encounter on the trail down. So nothing too crazy. And then we ended up making our way to Lavaridge Town. So in episode 9, we start in Lavaridge Town. Same team: Godzilla, Donald, Sid, Sparky, Brim, and Blaze. And we started out in Lavaridge Town, and we went to the gym, and we were fighting through the gym, and the same thing happened to me. I literally came across an Alakazam. Alakazam, and I brought Brim out, and he was biting, and I thought just I can get a bite off, and so I bite him. He like went down to like kind of like half health, and then he's biting, and then so I thought I'm like, I got this. Somehow he survived with 1 HP, so I must have got him just before like half, and I didn't realize it, so I got it before 1 HP, and he went all the way down to 1 HP, and then bited me, and then that was Brim gone. So now we lost Brim. I am so upset about that, because the Salamence would have been like awesome. Anytime you have a pseudo legendary on your team, it's pretty well awesome. So unfortunately we lost Brim, and so we ended up just making our way to the gym battle. And so Flannery, she was pretty straightforward. I don't know how, I thought this was all randomized, but she still had a mono fire team. So, you know, it would have been great if we would have had Atlas still, but her team ended up being a Rapidash, Typhlosion, Magmortar, and Altaria. So obviously, I switched from Donald. I switched into Tyranitar, and Tyranitar just kind of went ham with the rock slide. So our Tyranitar is like, you know, level 30 something at this point now. But we ended up rock sliding the whole gym, and then we got the badge from Flannery. And basically after you leave Flannery, you know, you meet May, and May tells you like, hey, it's time to go battle your dad in Petalburg. So basically after that, we made our way down to Petalburg, and we just, you know, hopped over Little Bears, made it down to Mauville City, and then we cut over through Vandervoort Town, and in Vandervoort Town we got the TM Earthquake. No new encounters. I think there's like 1 or 2 trainers in the tunnel that you have to fight, but nothing special. We just kind of blew right through them, and then we went through the Petalburg Woods, and then we made our way to Petalburg after that. And so basically what we did through Petalburg was we just battled all the trainers in the gym, and we made our way to Normand. So I saved right before Normand, so thankfully now we don't have to, I haven't battled Normand yet, but so we're right there, and that's where we're kind of caught up at. So again, just to reiterate, I'm really sorry that I had to do kind of an episode like this and just, you know, put some overlays and update kind of the status on how everything's going. But again, I ended up making a lot of changes in OBS, and what I think it was is I was recording to MP4 format, which is totally perfectly fine, but I don't have the best PC. I have like I have an AMD Athlon Gigabyte MTX running about 3.8 gigahertz, so it's decent. I mean, it's you know, a decently good computer. I just don't know why. Like, we were in the beginning of the series, we started off recording an MP4 and everything was just perfectly fine. I don't know why it decided to just take a shit. But I messed with a lot of the internal settings, and then I ended up just putting out the videos to MKV files. So I just have to make an extra step and, you know, convert the MKV files to MP4 and then put them in Sony Vegas. That takes like maybe a couple extra minutes out of my day. So as long as I can get all the recordings smooth, and actually too, OBS looks a lot cleaner after I did these settings, so it's going to be actually it's going to be a little bit better quality now. So I'm kind of glad this like horrible thing happened. That way we're able to find this fix, and now the videos are going to look better. But it just kind of really sucks because like there was a lot of little good things that happened in those episodes, and I don't want this to be a thing like, oh man, you know, he just cheated and, you know, he fainted a couple Pokemon and he just decided that he didn't want to put them in recordings and he's going to blame OBS. That is definitely not the case. If that was the case, I would just, you know, try to go on with the next episode and not try to bring any attention to it, because, you know, for me bringing attention to it, obviously I'm ready to, you know, answer any questions or kind of try to prove myself. But honestly, that's not what happened. I don't want to cheat myself out of the series. I'm putting my heart into this YouTube channel, and I definitely want it to pay off for me in the long run, because this is something I'd love to do. And obviously just cheating and throwing it all away like that just would ruin the whole entire thing, and it's really not worth it to me. So again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for, you know, watching the series, you know, putting in your comments, everything. And just, if you guys, you know, I'm not going to try to play for this video, but if you guys just go ahead and smash that like button, and this is just to let me know that, like, hey, OBS, makes mistakes, everything's happening, and just go ahead and, just keep hitting that subscribe button, and we'll be back on track with episode, I think it's episode 10, 9, or we'll be back on track with episode 9 or 10, and it'll be a regular. We're going to take on Norman, and we should be good to go from there. No other problems after that. Again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to this video and listen to me kind of, apologize. And I hope the team recap is going to be okay. That, I was able to cover enough information and everything. So, guys, I want to say thank you so much for listening. Peace out, guys. See you next time.